What's up, Internet? You read the title. Hopefully you read the title. What say you? You think Eli Tomac and the YZ450 can win Supercross in 2022? I don't know, man. History is not on his side. It's not on the side of the YZ450. But let's talk about that. Look, man, you got to go all the way back to 2009. 12 years ago since a Supercross rider, a Supercross championship has been won on a YZ450, and that was Mr. James Stewart. And the year before that, it was Chad Reed. So 2008, 2009, the Yamaha YZ450 won both of those Supercross titles. But that was before that reverse engine thing that Yamaha did, right? So in 2010, the very next year after Stewart won the 2009 championship, Yamaha introduced the very first generation of that, I'll say reverse, rearward. Some people, there's different terms for it. But bottom line is the engine is flipped around. So the intake is actually in the front, which if you think about it, makes sense. The bike's moving forward, air's coming into the engine instead of what everybody else has done, including Yamaha for many years, is the opposite of that, right? So the exhaust comes out of the front, we wrap a pipe around and spit it out the back, right? It's a design that makes a lot of sense, reversing that, right? Having the intake in the front, having the exhaust come out the back. But problem is, for whatever reason, Yamaha has barely won a handful of races in the 450 class, all right? I understand they've been killing it in the 250s, but in the 450s, not so much. So you might be thinking, well, what about Honda? They haven't won a title even longer, since 2003, I think was the last time Honda won a 450 or a big bike Supercross title. That was with Ricky Carmichael. I still think people at Honda are probably kicking themselves over that one because they thought he was done, he was injured, he was out, and he goes on to win more titles for Suzuki, not Honda. Point is, the difference between Honda and Yamaha is, even though Honda has failed to secure a Supercross title in however many years that is, 2000, oh my gosh, 17, 18, no, gosh, I need to do some math. Hang on, wait 1 second. 21 minus 3, 18 years. I was right. Why did I doubt myself? The difference is Honda's still competitive. They may not be locking up titles, but they're still winning races. They're still fighting. I think Ken Roczen won 4 races in Supercross this year. That's more than all the Yamaha riders in the 450 class in the last 5 years. I think Justin Barcia's won the opening round, which we all know the opening round is always an anomaly. I'm not trying to throw shade on Justin Barcia. I'm just saying round 1 is just different and weird. It always has been. It always is. Like, look at Ricky Carmichael. He never won round 1. He won 5 Supercross titles without ever winning Anaheim 1, which was always round 1 before that COVID thing happened. Now, again, I'm pretty sure Ken Roczen on the Honda won more races in Supercross this year, 4 races, I believe. That's more than Justin Barcia's 2 opening round wins. That's more than, look, that's more wins than Yamaha's had like 4 or 5 years in 450 Supercross, big bike Supercross. Okay, that's just, so to me, that's the difference. Is okay, yeah, Honda hasn't locked up a title in forever, what feels like forever. Hell, there might even be some of you watching this video aren't even 18 years old, but they're still at least competitive. They're still running up front. They're still fighting. I think Roczen was second in the title championship this year. And we're not talking about motocross, but he was good in motocross too. So, there's a big difference. If you just look at the whole, haven't won a title in so many years. Okay, yeah, Honda's been out there longer, but they can still win races. I'm just saying. All right, let's talk about Cooper Webb, right? All right, Cooper Webb on the 250 in the small bike class was riding for Yamaha, won 2, I think, back-to-back Supercross titles. In his last year, won the outdoor title, motocross. Moves up to the 450s and has kind of a dismal rookie season. Basically has 2 kind of forgettable seasons, 2017 and 2018. I mean, he had some podiums. He had some good rides, some top 5s, but for the most part, completely different dude than he is now. All right? Like, he had 2 somewhat forgettable seasons, and then he's 2-time Supercross champion out of the last 3 years. And even in 2020, when he didn't win the title, he won it in 2019, missed it by a hair in 2020. Eli Tomac got it done, And then 2021, he returns as a champion, right? And so even the 1 year he didn't win in 2020, it was still a good season, still a far better season than he ever had the 2 years that he rode the YZ450. So it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You know, I had somebody comment on the previous video in regards to Eli Tomac moving to Star Yamaha, and he said, I believe it was a he, might have been she, I'm not sure. It said, whatever freaking pronoun is the appropriate one these days, they said it will do good in motocross, which we saw. Dylan Ferrandis destroyed the motocross field, shocked the world in my opinion. I don't think anybody saw that coming. He was an absolute monster, and he did it with speed. That's great. So yeah, so they commented it'll do great in motocross, not so much in supercross, and it's really hard to argue. If you look back at the history of the YZ450 since 2010, hasn't really lit the world on fire in 11 years, 12 years, whatever I said in the beginning of this. So, dude, Eli Tomac has got his work cut out for him. I gotta think though that if anybody can win on the YZ450 in supercross, it's gonna be the two riders that they have, Eli Tomac and Dylan Ferrandis. I think Dylan Ferrandis will have a much better supercross season in 2022 than he did in 2021. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Till the next video, keep the rubber side down. And let me know. Drop a comment down below. What do you guys think? You think Eli's going to pull it off? You think he'll win the championship? You think he'll win races? Do you think he'll restore pride and confidence to all the YZ450 fans out there? Oh, man. Should be interesting. We'll see. All right, guys. Later. Bye.